Before I move on to define topic sentences and describe how it has to be written, let me briefly touch upon the types of writing. When we write something, let it be a letter or a essay or a proposal, we would be constantly switching over from one type of writing to another. Unconsciously, we won't be terming it as I'm going to write this type of writing and now I am switching over to another type of writing. That kind of thinking will not be there. But still, we would be not using the same type of writing throughout the entire text. So now let me give the terms to each type based on the way we write. These are classified into types. We have expository writing, descriptive writing, persuasive writing, and narrative writing. These are the common types of writing that we use in our day-to-day life. So expository writing is when we write to explain something. For example, how a person lives in his or her life. We are explaining how the person is living, whether happy or a very hectic way of living or relaxed way of living, whatever it is. When you explain something, then you are using the expository writing. So another type of writing is descriptive. When we describe something, for example, a physical environment, a thought process, or a personality, or physical experience, then we are using descriptive writing. We use it generally to describe about non-living things. When the content is about non-living things, then we would be adapting this descriptive type of writing. And then we have a persuasive type of writing where we write to persuade something, to persuade someone, maybe to establish the importance of something. When you try to persuade to change the opinion of the person who is reading, then we would be using persuasive writing. For example, if a life coach wants to write an article or a blog about the importance of ignoring other criticism, then the writer would persuade, would make the person, the reader, to understand that it is a total waste of time to give a lot of importance to others' criticism and feel worried about it. Instead, it can be taken positively as a feedback. So the objective of the writer is to persuade the reader. So that type of writing is called persuasive writing. And we have narrative type of writing where we narrate or tell something as a story. For example, if this life of a person, martyr, who served for this country is said as a story, then we are using narrative type of writing. So as I said earlier, our writing is always a combination of these four types practiced. Of a paragraph may be expository, another 2 or 3 paragraphs descriptive. So we would be constantly switching over from one type to the other. So now, after having a basic understanding of what the different types of writing and what are the purpose it serves, we move on to topic sentences. Topic sentences summarizes the main idea of a paragraph. So let it be any type of writing. This topic sentence helps, it just summarizes what each paragraph is going to reveal or say to the reader. And it is used in all types of writing, be it narrative or descriptive or expository or persuasive. Topic sentences could be found in any type of writing. And usually it is in the first sentence of a paragraph. Why I'm using the word usually? Because there are exceptions. That means some context, it could be in the second or third sentence also. But generally, usually, a topic sentence comes in the beginning of the paragraph. And it is also called as a focus sentence because it helps the readers to focus on the paragraph, the content said in the paragraph. And it just encapsulates the main idea of the entire paragraph, and it organizes in such a way that the reader can know what to expect in that following paragraph. So this is the basic understanding of telling what a topic sentence is. So now we will understand, I'm going to share how to write a topic sentence. to write a good topic sentence, effective topic sentence, we should understand that it has two parts. So I'm simplifying this so that it becomes easy for you to follow. So a topic sentence has two parts. The first part is a topic. It states the point of the writer wishes to make about the subject. So the point that the writer wants to say, it comes the first part of the topic sentence, and then the other part of the topic sentence is the main idea of the paragraph. So the first one, it says the point the writer wishes to make about that subject. And second part is about the main idea of the paragraph, that is the central idea of the paragraph. So first one specific to the paragraph, and the second one with connection to the overall title of the content. So now every paragraph should have a topic sentence so that the understanding of the content becomes easy to the reader. And a topic sentence must be general enough to express the paragraph's overall subject. It kind of introduces, it kind of helps the reader to understand what to anticipate. And it should be specific enough so that the paragraph's main subject and point can be understood. So it should be both general and specific. So now, briefly, I have mentioned in that slide what a paragraph is. I hope everyone knows it, just for easy understanding, and what is a topic and what is a topic sentence. And now, after the topic sentence, the paragraph would have supporting sentences that explain what is said in the topic sentence. That is how we frame content in a piece of writing. So now I have given two paragraphs, and those underlined lines are topic sentence of the paragraph. You could see that it tells what to anticipate in the paragraph, and it is also connected to the overall topic of the content. The Russian Ministry of Education determines the curriculum, and as a result, all schools meet a certain national standard of education. So now as a reader, I could understand that the following sentences would be all about how this is achieved by this Ministry of Education. So now it tells me what to anticipate in the paragraph, and also it gives me a hint that what the entire content is all about. So the second paragraph, in the Russian classroom, the code of conduct between students and teachers is formal and respectful. So the following sentences will support this topic sentence, and the reader could understand that following sentences would be all about how this code of conduct is being established in Russian classrooms. So Russian classroom is the overall general content. All the paragraphs will talk about Russian classrooms, and this particular paragraph will talk about the code of conduct between teachers and students. So that is the purpose of topic sentence. It connects to the overall topic, and also it tells what to anticipate in that particular paragraph. And following the topic sentence, we would be having supporting sentences to explain the topic sentence. So as a practice, we can take a paragraph randomly from any text and try to write a topic sentence to it. Otherwise, identify what is, or if it is already written, what could be the topic sentence to that paragraph. So that could help us to understand the art of writing topic sentence. So now a paragraph is given, and you can go through it. You can take any paragraph. This is a sample one given. And now we move on to way of writing a topic sentence. So this topic sentence of the paragraph is all about life in 1990s. So the topic sentence, the first part begins with thinking about 1990s, brings back a lot of memories for me about fashion, popular culture. And then we move on to talk about the main idea, which is the pop culture. So this is how a topic sentence is written, a part connected to the overall content, and another part what to anticipate in the paragraph. So now what are you going to have, that supporting sentences or all the sentences about the fiction and popular culture can be anticipated as the following sentences. Now you could see in the slide a few sample sentences there displayed. And that could help us when we go through these sample sentences. We could understand the parts of topic sentences that I have explained earlier. The first sample sentence says there are many reasons why pollution in ABC town is the worst in the world. So now, as I said earlier, topic sentence has two parts. So all the following sample sentences, you could find one part talking about the topic and the other one, the controlling idea. So that's what I said, one to be connected to the overall topic of the content. The other one, the specific details to expect in the paragraph. So now we see in this sentence, the topic is pollution in ABC town is worst in the world. That is what the content is all about. All the paragraphs would be talking about that. And then what is the controlling idea of the paragraph? It's the many reasons. That means the reader can anticipate the reasons behind this pollution in the following supporting sentences. Now we move on to the second sample sentence. To be an effective CEO requires certain characteristics. So now I can easily understand the topic is about how to be an effective CEO. How to be an effective CEO is the topic, which the entire content, all the paragraphs would be talking about. And the controlling idea is certain characteristics. So those characteristics will be given, provided in the following sentences as supporting sentence. Now we move on to the third sample sentence. There are many possible contributing factors to global warming. So now the topic is about global warming, and the controlling idea of that paragraph is the contributing factors. So the following sentences will talk about the different contributing factors, and this topic sentence will help them will help the reader to know what to expect in the following sentences. The next one, the fortune hunters encounter many difficulties when exploring a shipwreck. The topic is exploring a shipwreck because all other paragraphs also will talk about this shipwreck. And the controlling idea of that particular paragraph is many difficulties. So dogs make wonderful pets because they help you to live longer. So the topic is about dogs, how it becomes a wonderful pet, and each paragraph will contribute to that idea. And this particular paragraph, this topic sentence is with reference to the following information because they help you live longer. So how it helps to, how it becomes a best favorite or wonderful pet, that relate with relation to longevity will be the supporting sentence. There are more sentences given. So when you learn in any way of writing, let it be writing a topic sentence or summarizing or paraphrasing, uh, the you should be exposed to that kind of whatever learning you have made through the form of sample sentences like this, otherwise identifying in a paragraph that you read so that you can relate the knowledge you've gained by knowing what a topic sentence is, what is summarizing. So first step is knowing it. Second step is relating it to the already existing text. The third step is practicing by yourself. So now after understanding what a topic sentence is and its role and the parts of topic sentence, the second step is to identify these parts in already written text. That's what I'm doing, showing you some sample topic sentences so that you can relate the two parts of the topic sentence, and repeatedly going through such 10 or 20 sentences would help you to make that knowledge go and register in the brain. Then the third step is to start writing your own topic sentences. consciously writing. When you're writing a text, you should be knowing that this is my topic sentence, which has two parts, and it helps the reader to understand what to anticipate in the paragraph. So you could see cooking requires a number of different skills. So obviously, the topic is the first part of topic sentence is about cooking. And the controlling idea of the paragraph is many different skills. So the following supporting sentences would talk about many different skills. So you could go through the other. So remodeling the kitchen successfully requires research and a good eye. So the topic is remodeling kitchen, and the controlling idea of that paragraph is requires research and a good eye. And all the supporting sentences would talk about what kind of research is required, like the measurement of the kitchen or the need of the person who is using the kitchen. So all these things are research done, and a good aesthetics, the appearance of whatever arrangement made need to be appealing. So that is called having a good eye. So this is how the suffix sentences are written. So we learned with the exam with the reference to some few sample sentences. Now I'm going to sum up all the entire points I have said so far regarding topic sentence. And you could have understood now topic sentence is serves like an anchor to the paragraph because it helps the reader to understand what to anticipate in the paragraph. And it tells the reader exactly what the paragraph is about and why it matters. So each paragraph plays a crucial role in the text we are writing. So this topic sentence helps to achieve that aim of each of the paragraph. And the other sentences of the paragraph would be supporting the topic sentence. So now in order to write a strong and good topic sentence, as I said earlier, I'm saying it again, it should have two parts. One, identifying the main subject, the topic. Two, the controlling idea, what specific angle or point of view the paragraph is going to convey. So the key characteristics of a great topic sentence are these. The topic sentences act as a guide, and it should be general enough to set the stage, set the background, to talk about the overall topic, and specific enough that the reader knows what to aspect. That is the controlling idea of the paragraph. And while writing topic sentences, so we should just be aware that we are not giving a direct quote or a specific statistical information in the topic sentence because those things are done by the supporting sentences. The topic sentence just introduces the controlling idea and the elaboration is done by the supporting sentences. And overall, this topic sentence just connects all the paragraphs in an essay. The topic sentence should would help us to relate all the information given in the content or the piece of writing. Thank you.